It has been a week since the most important election in our country's history tried to take place. The expectation of having it happen without technical glitches in this age of technology would seem to be guaranteed, but that didn't happen. The media and the pollsters have become dinosaurs, with their predictions always being wrong. The polls and the media are no longer providing information, but propaganda to shape the opinion. The typical way they describe any story exposing their hypocrisy always ends with the tagline, "with no proof." There is no reporting about possible problems in mail-in ballots, methods of counting, or why it takes so long for results to be known. Instead, they report with condensation, implying it's ridiculous to consider any possibility of cheating now that the results are in their favor. When their side is winning, there is no mention of Russian collusion or fraud. But that is the first thing used as an excuse if they lost. Mr. Biden's family involvement with foreign governments was completely ignored by saying it was unverifiable, in spite of the evidence and first-hand witnesses. This is exactly opposite the approach used by the media when stories about the president were reported with anonymous sources and no evidence. Saying there's no proof of problems with mail-in ballots or ballots received after the election should not be suspect is incredible. The smug, condescending demeanor of talking heads and suspect election officials claiming democracy has worked is insulting. The post office, doing its job of optimizing mailbox locations, is not voter suppression. Are we to believe their voters are that stupid that they can't find another location to drop off their ballot if the neighborhood mailbox was moved? The media has already declared the winner, and celebrations have started. It's like they're trying to run another play in a football game before the red challenge flag is thrown. The evidence of a rigged election is screaming from every corner of the country. Computer algorithms used in corrupt foreign elections are being found in software in blue states. The program, hidden in the software, flips the results when the number of votes needed for their candidate to win are determined. It is incredible there is no questioning by the media when the number of votes cast exceeds the number of registered voters in a certain precinct, or when the voters' rolls show dead people voting, or when ballot dumps show up with 100% voting for Joe Biden. What could possibly be wrong and suspect with outcomes if all that is happening? Sadly, this election is not over. Right must prevail. The country cannot tolerate any hint of fraud that affects the final outcome. This election decides if we are to be a socialistic state or a constitutional republic. Nothing can be hidden from eventual truth and knowledge, with our belief in the truth always being on the side of good. This is the foundation of our faith in God. These tribulations may be God's way of having us continue to pray harder, as society has a tendency to be like the 10 lepers who were cured, with only one returning to give thanks. This is Keith Kuby wishing you the best in making the world a better place.